Hey Tiger Rock, this video is for my inclusive class students that come Saturday morning 9:15. So for this, couple things I want you to work on this week, and we'll still have our class on Saturday, but just something you can work on in case you're not able to make that. First of all, is the high block is what I wanted to work on this week. Making sure, parents, you can take something, either your hand, something that you want to use, a pillow, anything like that if you need something, for them to do those high blocks up above. Make sure, the things we want to look for, make sure their arm is coming. We want this motion, their arm's coming all the way up. Just hitting it here and then doing that isn't getting the muscle work. So make sure that they're having to make the effort to bring it up above their head. If you have one that does more advanced stuff in the class beyond just the blocking, make that high block there and then follow with an elbow and a knee up. So have that high block into that other elbow and then that knee. That'll be a great thing for them. The other thing working this week is the side kick. Getting the turn sideways, getting that physical motion outward is something that's trickier for several of them. It's a harder one. Try to not have them just kicking and hoping that's good enough. Try to make them actually get that foot sideways and to push outward. Ideally, sure, we're pulling our knee all the way back, pushing it all the way straight forward. If they're getting some level of push outward, that's achieving some of the muscle movement we're looking for. As far as a physical exercise, bear crawling around the house is a great one for body. Now, as they bear crawl, remember it's hands on the floor, feet on the floor, no knees. Have them go through the room, see if you can challenge them and say if you can go through these chairs, around these chairs, whatever. But see if they can do it without the knees, because that forces them to hold themselves more upper body wise. It also requires more coordination movement because their upper body, in order to turn, requires hand movement versus being able to rest on the knees and just turn it and move. So those are the three things I'd like my inclusive class to work on this week, and hopefully I will see you guys on Saturday. Hey Tiger Rock, this is for my Tiger Cubs class. So the two things that I want you guys to work on today or this week between the next couple of days or so. But with that in mind, we're going to work on balance and making your balance better. So what I want you to work on is actually going to be what we call a 6-count front kick. So a lot of times see the Tiger Cubs doing this for their front kicks, and that's good enough. Over time, that gets better and better. If you look at the blue, the brown, the red Tiger Cubs, or whatever, their front kicks are phenomenally better than white and yellow because they develop balance over time. We're going to speed that up because we've got the opportunity at home to we practice that. So a 6-count front kick, what we want to do is lift up, go 1, 2, kick out 3, 4, 5, 6, and back. Now, make sure they're starting off in a front stance. Make sure it's the foot behind them. And parents, you may have to stand on this front foot. Don't have them do this to rev. Don't have them shuffle their feet to rev up. Practice the lift. Now, just a heads up. These are ages 3 through 5. Their balance is going to be wobbly. It's not going to look like what you're seeing me do. Their goal is going to be like that. You may have them hold on to a chair and then let go of it. Develop this in time. So this week, while I want you to do 10 sets with each leg, so 10 sets being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I want to see you do that in 10 times, or whatever, 10 sets on that. I guess a 7, 8 doesn't matter for the setting your foot down. If they're wobbly, that's fine, but do it multiple times throughout the day. Have some friends come over and do it with them. You can take, somebody asked, can we have videos of if our buddies are over, can they do it? Of course, have your buddy do those front kicks with you, that's fine. Now, the other thing that's going to go with that I want you to work on is that lift your leg 360 spin. So what we're looking for is smoothness. Number one, we want to see them lift their leg up here. It's not this. It's not this. We're also not looking for 900 hops. In addition, make sure that their leg is going outwards. So, in other words, their leg shouldn't cross in front of their other one. This is a little easier to do, which is why we go the other way. But this is all, again, a balanced developer. So we learn this, and to get this smoothness, we do that to practice balance. Make sure they're using each leg, make sure it's opening up each time, but make sure that they're having that practice this week. And hopefully I will see you on the mats Tuesday. If not, you'll get another video from me on Thursday. Okay, we have a couple of things I want to work on with my white and yellow belts. And these are some drills. 3 things I want you to do. Part of it's going to be in the 1 steps. Obviously I want you to practice in forms, things like that. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But with that being said, a couple of things I want us to work on first and foremost to make you better overall as martial artists, and that's going to require balance. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call a 6-count side kick. So starting off, I want you to start in your sitting stance, hands up. Your body should be facing all 10 toes the same way, torso the same way, but your arms are to the side because that's the direction that you're going to go. Now, you're going to slide feet together and do a 6-count side kick, and here's what it is. It's 3 sets of 2 seconds. I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, and land back in that sitting stance. Now, things for parents to look for and for you to check for yourself as you're doing this. Once you land in your sitting stance, that should be it for the foot movement. It should not be land in a sitting stance and then readjust, move our feet, whatever. It also should be a smooth movement here. So it should be 1 step, then a simple lift. Not extra movement to set up our lift. So 1 step, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, freeze, then step, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down. Do 10 sets with the right leg, 10 sets with the left leg. As far as posting, getting a parent to record you, post the video so that you can get class credit on that, just do 2 with each leg and I'll be happy with that. You don't have to feel like you need to post the whole thing or whatever, but do that, show me that you're doing that. That'll keep you from the bouncing around. The longer you get as you move up to where it's easy for you to just lift your leg and keep your balance, the more you're going to be able to throw, the higher increase you have of landing attacks, the more difficult it is for somebody to get in on you, and so on. So it's really going to build you up. Now, next thing is to take that same drill. Once you've gotten the hang of your balance, and again, you may have to do this multiple times this week throughout to get the hang of the balance. Once you get the hang of the balance, add a knife hand strike to the end as you're setting down and time it. So, again, step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross, strike. And make that strike stop the same time your foot stops. Now again, from there, it should be step in, hands come up, and then lift and go on that count of 6. Don't feel like it's the extra steps, extra motion, extra stuff. All of that has to be set aside and moved into one smooth movement. Okay, so that would be drill number 2 to work on this week on that until I get your video out on Thursday. Now, the next thing is number 1 of the 1 steps. Now, we've done this a number of times. I have told people time and time again, because I haven't brought it up in a long time for my class. But chairs and chair drills are very huge in my generation. Senior Grandmaster Ron Allman used chairs a lot in his workouts. That was my instructor's instructor. And then my instructor, Master Burt Brown, used them a lot, and then I've used them a lot. We use them more than most other academies, other places use them that I know of. That being said, you get a lot out of the chair. I do those things for a reason because they really work specifics. A chair can be a huge tool for you to practice and train with. So, number one of the one sets, first of all, get that lift for that front kick. Then, make sure you've got your balance. Go ahead and set up your reach. As you come down, your foot should go under the chair. And you're in a back stance. Front foot forward, back foot sideways, both knees bent. Cross your arms, knife hand strike. Then from here, your foot should come out from under the chair and over to the side of the chair. Your back foot, which is currently sideways, should come up on the ball of the foot a little bit and turn the heel so you end up with all 10 toes facing forward and reverse punch. Okay? Then obviously 2 steps back. Make sure you take the time to make this seriously. This is not the same as going like that. That's not going to get you anywhere. Make sure you've got a good lift, a good kick, good balance, proper reach, foot's going under, full cross. Shift over, make that back, make sure you got all 10 toes facing forward at this point, and then 2 steps back. Those details have to be there to truly have improvement. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels in place with the same 4 things, not well done. So, that's what I want you to work on if you are white or yellow belt. We'll see you soon. Hey Tiger Rock, this is for my green belts and my blue belts. So this is for my green belts and my blue belts. Now, quickly, I obviously want you practicing Hoam form. That's a given. I'm not going to demonstrate Hoam form here because we've got it on videos on your dashboard anyway, but make sure you're practicing Hoam form as well as the one steps. So I'm going to talk detail about one steps, 2 of the one steps today. So I want to make sure that we're detailed on that, and so I do have some specifics for that. In addition, the drills we're going to work on today are going to deal with balance and making your martial arts truly better in the process. So what I would like to see, you can have a parent holding a target, you can use a parent holding a pillow. If you have a wave master, that's great. If not, not a big deal. The first set of drills I want you to do above a chair or above something. It doesn't have to be a chair, but above something. So I've got my chair here. And what I want us to work is the front kick, hook kick, round kick, side kick. Now, all of that with our foot being off the ground. If you get to where you can effectively do these 4 kicks sharply and maintain balance, your martial arts will begin to skyrocket. So it doesn't need to be wiggle my leg above something and call that it. Okay? Front kick, pivot, pull back. Hook kick, round kick, pull back again, side kick. Do 10 sets of that with each leg. Front kick, pull back, hook kick, round kick, pull back, side kick. Make sure your hook kick, round kick, side kick doesn't look like 3 round kicks put together. Okay, you're gonna have to make an effort, and you may have to hold on to something and make that move slower until you get the feel of it. You should do these drills a couple of times each day for the next 2 or 3 days. If you're not coming to class, not just, oh, he did it once and posted it on there. So, do that. You do not have to post yourself doing all 10 sets on both sides. I'd like to see 1 set on your left, 1 set on your right on that. Then, take a chair. We do this with one steps all the time, but getting the details to the one steps. So, green belts, practice number 1 and number 4 this week. 1 and 4 if you're a green belt. Number 1, right front kick. Maintain your balance and get your reach set up. Your foot should go under the chair as you do the outside block. Cross all the way, knife hand strike. Shift over, reverse punch. And then 2 steps back. Okay, so make sure that you are doing those details with the chair, not just going and telling yourself that's good enough. Number 4, very simple, crossing underneath. Outer forearm block, your foot should go to the left of the chair. Reach up, knee, and then 2 steps back. Now, blue belts, number 1 of your 1 steps, how to practice that on a chair and make that effective. So, your foot should step to the left of the chair, the outside of the chair, as you do the outer forearm block reverse punch. Then it should jump back so you don't get your foot under the chair. This is a fadeaway jump front kick. Don't get your foot caught under that chair because that's going to hurt. Change your feet. Now, don't shuffle your feet in place either. Bend your knees, jump up, front kick. In place, spin, hook. That should be easily done over the chair. Make sure it's not a spin heel kick. Make sure it's not a spin crescent kick. Get sideways, bend that knee, pull it through. So spin, hook kick. Then once you land, you should not have to shuffle your feet. It should be an easy lift up, slide, side kick. Foot should land outside of the chair as you reverse punch. And then 2 steps back. That'll be what you need to practice with the chair for number 1 of your 1 steps this week. Okay? So, those things I want you to work on. Then, if you comfortably get that front kick, hook kick, round kick, side kick, if you have somebody holding, whether it's a couch cushion, whether it's a focus target, whether it's you have your own wave master, whatever, the next part to advancement of that drill is throw the front kick, don't hit anything, hook kick, round kick, don't hit anything, pull it back, slide, side kick, punch, punch. Okay, the side kick and the 2 punches will be what lands. If you side kick with your left leg, then it's your left hand that punches first, then right hand. Remember, front hand, then back hand. If you're doing that with your right leg, it's the right hand that punches first, and then your left. All right? I hopefully will see you this week on the mats, but if not, I better see you on the computer screen. Okay, for my advanced students, my brown through black belts, this week, you need to be practicing Hoam form that's obvious. You need to be practicing legacy forms, especially if you are a red belt in this group, so make sure that you're practicing the legacy forms and so on. But with that being said, I'm going to give you specifics on 1 steps. We're going to work on number 1 this week as we approach testing time and making sure the details are there. Also, I have a specific drill to practice for your balance and then how to make that into an advanced drill on whether somebody has a wave master, a bag, whether you just want to do it in the air, it's up to you. So, first off, for number 1 of your 1 steps, take your simple chair. Chairs are probably the best tool for 1-step development personally. So, that being said, start off with step. Make sure you step, outer forearm block, reverse punch. Your foot should land next to the chair, to the left of the chair. You're in a front stance at this point. Now, the next move is that fadeaway jump front kick, that change leg jump front kick. Don't get your foot caught under the chair. If you do, it'll only happen to you once, and you'll definitely make note of it. But make sure your foot comes up high. Make sure it goes forward. Make sure your body jumps backwards. Change leg jump front. Then land, no foot shuffling, land, and in place, spin hook. Since we want to distance ourselves from our partner, your front foot can step back if you feel like that's needed. Spin hook kick, make sure it's a spin hook, not a spin crescent, not a spin heel kick. Land it without having to shuffle your feet. Then slide, side kick. When you slide for that side kick, as you come down, reverse punch. Foot should land to the right of the chair. Then 2 sets back. So that's your one-step practice. Now, I'd like for you to do that 10 times a day at home. It won't take long. You only need to post you doing it one time. You don't feel like it's got to be posted, you doing it a million times, whatever, that's fine. The drill that I want you to work on for balance is to practice your front kick, hook kick, round kick, side kick above the chair. Now, get the balance and control the whole time and focus on your body being up. Don't do this, where you drop your head way down there like that. Pause it, slow it down so that it's a good drill. Front kick, turn, pull it. Foot is edged correctly. Hook kick, round kick. Now I gotta pull this back again before I side kick. Once you've done that, we're gonna add to it. If you have a Wave Master, great. If you don't have a Wave Master and somebody's willing to hold a couch cushion for you, or your focus target for you, and move your focus target around, great. If nobody wants to help you and you're doing this yourself, do it in the air, in place, across the living room, in the driveway with your shoes on, in the grass, whatever you need to do. But the drill I'm going to add, start off with your front kick, hook kick, round kick, doesn't touch anything. Front kick, hook kick, round kick. Pull it back, slide, side kick lands. Jab, reverse punch, hook. After that hook punch, jump spin, side kick. Do 10 on each side for that. Hopefully I will see you on the mats this week. If I don't, I should definitely see you on video on my computer screen. Have a great week.